It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Richardson going right to the air. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw is taken in by Waddle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down, here's Richardson. He'll look down the field here for Kincaid. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Back to the air with Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Following the interception, Young. Now he'll escape to his right. Young into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Young. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You look at this Packers defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
They spent the week at practice in. We know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Second and 10. In motion right, Olave. Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. First and 10, it's Richardson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Achane on first and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's second and 7. Out of the gun, it's Young. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's second and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Richardson looking to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On first and 10, it's Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Richardson to throw off play action. A short one there, caught by Likely. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
3rd and 9 here. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They'll swoop it. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Young. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Third and long for Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Young. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, Young. He'll complete this one to Watson.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Young will set to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To the air once more, Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
What I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. Or they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. On play action, Young rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Young. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
Now here's Young. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. gets the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Richardson going to move him around. They go play action here on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards to go, second down. Robinson up the middle. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 3.
Richardson on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Touchdown, Packers! He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the two-point try. They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Richardson back to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it all.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and it pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. There's Chris Olave. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. They'll roll him out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. 3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the 1st.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Young. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Young on third down. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they'll get him down short of the first down right on the 10-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Gano's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Richardson's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
All right, now, let's get in that end zone.
Now Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Richardson looking to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson on 2nd and 10. Pickens on the slant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. is a pick six and a Packer touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This could be it. This could be the turning point. That is what we do.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Richardson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Now it's Richardson. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hand off now to Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Richardson looking to throw this. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Fighting to stay up. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, let's get in that end zone. Put some points on the scoreboard.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Pass complete, it's likely. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Here's Richardson. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And Young's going to throw it here. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
At the Packers, 36.
Richardson to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Following the interception, Young sliding out of the pocket. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Young here to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Young. Touchdown, Packers. Devon Achane, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better 1st quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
First down, Young. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Green Bay, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have